First question: what is the difference between a goal and an objective? If you give me Google answers, I will know. But there's also nothing wrong if you give me Google answers in a way that you understand. Okay. Objective, measurable. Kizito says objective, measurable, and short term. Goal, broader and long term. I like that. Super like that. Who else wants to try? The difference between objectives and goals. All right, so that pretty much is it. Goal is long term. So when you are thinking of goals, you're thinking of something that is long term, right? But when you think of objectives, you're thinking of something that is short term. Now, the reason why goals don't or are not achieved is people set very broad long term goals and they don't create a mechanism or a system that helps them achieve the chunks of the goals that they've set at time. Now, over the years, experts have divided the year, the 12 calendar year, into 3/4. Am I right? No, into 3/4 and 4/3. Yeah, Uche says goals are the big picture, objective series of actions to achieve the big picture. Okay, yeah, correct. In some sense. Now, and thank you for sharing, Uche. Now, what was I saying? I was saying that experts have divided. I like to teach this to everyone I talk to, my trainer sessions, employees, mentees, prodigies, and the likes. Systems rule the world. That's why you would hardly find anything that is working that do not have a system behind it. Even your phones or your laptops have what is called operating system. Now, the world has divided, or experts have divided the year into a system of measurements. We have 3/4, we have 4/4. Why do I keep calling it 3/4? We have 4/4 and 3/3. So we have Q1, January to March, Q2, April to June, Q3, July to September, Q4, October to December. And then if you don't want to do it like that, you can do it in thirds. So January, February, March, April, 1/3. June, April, May, June, July, August, another third. That's second third. September, October, November, December, that's another third. Now, goals fail because people set a year-long goal, a 12-month goal, and don't break down that goal into quarters or thirds. So by Q3 or Q2, they've not achieved anything in the goal and they've given up. So it is my intention today to show us how we can take our goals and use the OKR system to break them down and use the SMART outcome systems to break them into daily or weekly tasks, right? And this is something that I use ever so often. So in 45 minutes, I will try to shape our thinking on these principles. Now, rules for goal setting. Number one, I'm sure number one is the most popular. If you go to every goal setting class, they will teach you this. Do not set easy goals. Don't set goals that you know you can achieve. Set goals that you know you cannot achieve, because that's how you grow. If you set a goal to move into an apartment of 3 million naira and you are earning 3 million naira per month, that is not really a goal, because from one salary you can get the apartment. So it's not really going to stretch you. The whole essence of setting goals is you want to put yourself under a very healthy pressure to achieve or accomplish something that you've not accomplished before. The key word here is healthy pressure. I'm not saying that you are earning possibly 500K a month and you want to go and buy a house in Banana Island that is about 100 million or 200 million, and you're setting a 12-month goal. It is not a realistic goal. That goal is not realistic, except that's if we go by how much you earn. Oh. Except you are a working boy, like those people are calling themselves now. It's no more Yahoo boy, it's working boy. Except you are a working boy or an escort as the lady, you can't meet that goal in 1 year. It's unrealistic if you are to go by how much you earn. Right? So that's the concept of those set easy goals. Set goals that will stretch you but will not break you. 2, make these goals inspirational. So instead of saying things like, I want to grow my customer base. For instance, you're a business owner. Something like, I want to grow my customer base. Write it in a way that is inspirational. That is just plain. It's a basic goal, but you can say something like, I want to expand my business into 10 states. That is more inspirational than saying I want to grow my customer base. Because that in itself is vague. What aspect of your customer base do you want to grow? But if you say I want to expand into 10 cities, I want to expand into 10 new states, I want to expand into 2 African countries, that is a more inspirational goal. And then finally, know what the end result looks like. If you don't know what the end result of a goal looks like, you will run tiki-taka. So you need to know what the end result of the goal looks like. It's so, so important. Now let's jump. What is an OKR? An OKR is simply what we call objective and key results. Now, this is what you're seeing on the screen is the most basic version of what an objective key results definition is. If I was teaching managers, I have a more intense program designed for them. All right. Things about how to set better objectives. But this is your personal goal. This is maybe your business goal. So it doesn't have to be as deep as an organizational goal should be. I might do a session, like I say, next year, where it will be how business owners or how L&D can set OKRs as performance management techniques for businesses and all of that. Something we can do next year. Now, but this for your basic goal, your goals, your daily goals. An objective is an inspirational achievement. If we are to go by the definition that we've accepted, it is a short-term inspirational achievement. The key result is proof of that achievement. So if I say that I want to become a millionaire by the end of the year, that is an inspirational achievement. For instance, for me, that's my objective. The key result is that at the end of the year, I have at least 1 million naira in my account. That is proof that I am a millionaire. I have 1 million naira saved in my account that I can run the month without touching it. That is proof of me meeting that objective. Am I making sense? If I'm making sense, please, if you can't speak, you can use the thumbs up button. so that I know that I'm not speaking to myself. Is this clear? Am I making sense? Yeah, good. Objective is the achievement, the inspirational achievement. Key result is proof of that achievement. So you can say an objective is that this O1 that I'm going to, my goal at the end of this O1 is that I will be filled to the brim. That is your inspirational achievement. Proof of it, the key result of that objective is that at the end of the O1 they are carrying you to the car because you are full to the brim. So what a lot of people do is that they have a goal, but they've not taken that goal and made it into an objective and attached the key result to it. So even when they are chasing the goal, they don't know what success looks like. That is what an OKR does for you, which is why it's one of the most exciting tools you can use to drive performance in organizations, even beyond the popular KPIs. Now, what is a SMART outcome? A SMART outcome, on the other hand, is what people generally teach as SMART goals. So it must be specific, it must be measurable, it must be achievable, it must be realistic, it must be timely, blah, 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 blah. But what I try to do is I try to take the goal. I don't make the goal SMART. I take the goal and I take an objective out of that goal. Then, once I take an objective out of that goal, I attach a key result to that specific objective, and then I do what is called the SMART outcome. So I apply the specific measurable blah, blah, blah thingy to it when I am defining the tasks that I need to do to attain the key results that shows that I've achieved the objective, which shows that I've achieved the portion of the goal. Let's use the goal of being a millionaire, for instance. If I say I want to be a millionaire by December 25th, I want to have saved. So instead of me even saying I want to be a millionaire by December 2025, an inspirational way of writing that goal will be, I want to have at least 1 million naira saved in my piggy vest account by December 2025. That's the goal. If I'm going to take an objective out of it, the first objective, I would say that I want to set my objectives per quarter or per thirds. That's why I did the whole breakdown of quarter and thirds in the initial. I can say for quarter 1, 2024, the objective will be to get a job that can pay me at least 800K per month. That is my first objective in quarter 1 that will help me achieve the goal of being a millionaire by December 2025. Do you see how that works now? So I've taken the goal, I've written the goal, which is to have 1 million naira saved in my piggy vest account by December 25th, 2024. I've taken an objective. That's the goal. It's broad, it's long term, it's 12 months. I've taken the objective out of it, which is a short term, and I've placed it in a quarter, which is 3 months. And I'm saying in the first 3 months of 2024, to achieve that goal of being a millionaire, the aim for the first quarter will be to get a job that can pay me 800K. And then I set my SMART outcome to achieve that objective. We'll do the practical. I'm just walking us through. So I'm trying to build on it so that we can see how these things work. So what is SMART outcome? S stands for specific tasks. What that means is you need to be able to define in one line the description of the tasks that you must do that would help you attain that key result. M stands for metric, which means you have to show proof, or what is the proof that the task that you've identified has been done. A stands for achievable chunks. What are the repeatable steps you can take consistently every day? R stands for realistic. What do you need to get the task done? And T stands for timeliness. Let me now demonstrate this. Practice time. So for those of us that joined late, you might need to watch the earlier part of this video. But I'm going to demonstrate it now, and so that we can see how all of this works in real time. Okay. So who wants to share? I'm sure everybody can still see my screen. Yes. So let's work on this. Who wants to be my guinea pig? This is my guinea pig. Who wants to be my partner? Who wants to be my Robin on this call? You can just unmute yourself and say I, or you can raise up your hand or something, so that we can take one of your goals for 2024 and set it using this methodology. The beauty with that is that free of charge, I would have coached you on how to set your goals without paying me that. I don't want to use my own goals. Who wants to recommend themselves? Is your hand up, or is it up from last time? Okay, something happened. Hands went up and hands went off. Is your hands up? Who wants to go? Please, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Okay, interesting. Who wants to? So nobody wants to go. Okay, it's not hard. Let me
I
use. Okay. Um, Aisha, do you want to try?
yeah, I want to.
Okay, so let's walk. Uh, what is one goal you want to achieve in 20? Your side is noisy, Aisha. Your
Okay.
side is a bit
Give
noisy.
me a moment.
Okay. While Aisha is
What
I saw
about?
you. Okay. Uh, why are you? That's strange.
Can you hear me now?
I can. I think it's better now.
Okay.
Okay. So what is your goal for 2020? What is one of your goals for 2023,
Okay.
2024?
I'm seeking to go beyond an associate or officer role in L&D. So maybe to get into like a mid level role or something.
Okay. So the goal is to remember that we always have to write our goals inspirational. To move, let me first write it in the basic form. To move from associate to lead, to be promoted from an associate to an associate position to a lead position. Okay. So this is the goal, right? It's long term. So you're giving yourself 1 year to do this, yes or no? Or is it 3 months? So how many months are you giving yourself to do this?
I'm going to work on it the year. That's 2024. Yeah.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, she said that she wants to give this. I want us to follow this because this is how you understand how to use this. So this is the objective and key result, which is the OKR. This is the SMART outcome. Now let's build. Now we've defined that a goal is usually broad and long term, which means that something like this satisfies what a goal is. I want you to throw your mind out of the take your mind out of okay, let's just write it. Because I know some people have learned how to set goals with the SMART methodology. So you are wondering where's the timeline and all of that. So let's say to be promoted from an associate position to a lead position in 2024. We've put time to it. Is it realistic? Yes. Is it achievable? Yes. Is it smart? Yes. Because it's specific. Is it measurable? Yes. If she moves from associate to lead, that's the measurement. Right? So Even at writing it like this satisfies the SMART methodology. Now, an objective, let's say, remember that objectives are now the shorter version of the goals set in quarters. So what objectives really mean is that you are taking the goal for 12 months and you are taking a portion of it to fight, not a fight. You are taking a portion of it to achieve that portion in a quarter. Such that when you achieve a portion in quarter one, you've achieved 1/4 of the goal. And then you achieve another objective in quarter two, you achieve 2/4 of the goal. You achieve another one in quarter three, you've achieved 3/4 of the goal. And then when you achieve the final objective in the fourth quarter, you've achieved your entire goal. Do we understand this? I'm very tempted to do something that is more, because what you want to achieve again is totally dependent on a lot of outside factors that are beyond your control. You can do the best work and people won't give you a lead position in 2024. They may just think you're not ready. So forgive me, let me use something that will make everybody understand what I'm saying in easier terms. Let me use the example I've been using since. Let's use money, because we can all relate to money. To have 1 million naira. Sorry, Aisha. I have 1 million naira saved in my piggy vest by December 31st, 2024. So now this is a goal. It's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, it's realistic, and it's timely. Now let's say the objective I want to set for quarter one so that I can achieve this goal is what I've called to give me a sec. To get a job where I can earn, what's the most basic salary they can pay anybody in Nigeria at the moment? Okay, let's make it more interesting. Let's make it more interesting to learn. I'm trying to see what people can learn, because everybody can make a millionaire in different ways. I'm thinking of something that we can all relate with. To learn a skill. Which skill can I learn that I can be good at in 3 months, and then get clients to begin paying me in the second quarter, and retain clients in the third quarter and by the fourth quarter? So I'm literally thinking, because this is how you set goals. So I've written goals that I have set for myself, but I'm just trying as much. I don't want to make it. I want us to do it on the call to think together. Okay, so since we are writing, to learn, objective is to learn how to design. Let's do something. Learn how to design landing pages. All right, that's the objective. To learn how to design landing pages in quarter one. What is the key results? So remember, key results from our definition. Key results is what? proof of this inspirational achievement. So let's say that the key result will be to, what's my key result? Ability, because it's proof, ability to design landing pages using which tool is popular out there? ConvertKit. Now, you see how this is different from this. Key result is if at end of quarter one, I cannot use ConvertKit to design landing pages, I've not achieved, I might have achieved this objective, but I've not. So then let me give it a real tool using no code tools. This makes it better. So it means that at the end of, by March next year, I should be able to design a landing page using any of the no code tools available, whether it's Notion, ConvertKit, VZ, anything that gives people an opportunity, seller, anything that gives people an opportunity to create landing pages. I should have learned how to do it. The moment I can learn how to do it, whether it happens in end of January or end of February or end of March, I have achieved this objective. And by achieving this objective, I am on my way to earning 1 million, having 1 million naira saved in my piggy vest. Please, are you guys following? Please, are we following? We can thumbs up, we can comment in the chat. Okay, do you have a question? Or it's just thumbs up? Okay, I guess it's thumbs up. All right, let's go there. Now, specific task talks about what do I need to do? Remember the definition of specific task. What do I need to, what's the description of the task I need to do? So it could be pay a website let's just do pay for a landing page design. Don't let me even use pay. Complete a landing page design course. That is the singular task. And remember, it has to be in one line because, and this is how you write the specific task. It must be the thing that you must do that can help you achieve these key results. It's not just any task, it is the main task. The task that if you don't do, there is no way you can achieve the key results. All right, so complete the landing page design course. Now, what is proof that you have completed this course? Design a landing page for my personal brand. Please, if you have questions, you can drop them in the chat so I can see it. Now, let me start from the beginning up onto this point again, so we can get this clearly. What is the goal? The goal is to have 1 million naira saved in my piggy vest by December 31st, 2024. It's a 12-month goal. All right. Now, using OKRs and SMART Outcomes, using OKRs, I'm breaking my 12-month goals into 3 months, which is a quarter. So for me to have 1 million naira saved, and I'm not a working boy, I'm not an escort, I don't want to kill somebody, I don't want to steal from somebody, I need to learn a skill. So my objective will be to learn how to design a landing page, which is a skill, in the first 3 months of the year. That is my first objective in achieving my goal of 1 million naira saved. Now, what is proof that I have achieved this objective, which is the key result? What is the thing that I must see that if I see, I know that I have achieved my objective for the quarter, which leads me to achieving my goal, is that I have the ability to now design landing pages using no-code tools. No-code tools are tools that you don't have to be a software developer to use. Now, I have set this, maybe I should color code it. This is black. I have set this in, let's make this blue. Now, this is what the 3 months look like. Now, I want to take this 3 months goal, this 3 months objective, and now break it down into weekly tasks. That is what SMART Outcomes do. So for me to have the ability to design a landing page, what is the singular specific task that I must do? Simple, I must learn, I must go through a program that teaches me how to design a landing page. So it can be a course, it can be coaching, it can be anything. I'm just saying the specific task is I must complete a landing page design course. Now, what is proof that this task that I am undertaking to achieve the key results, which in turn helps me achieve my objective, which in turn brings me closer to my goal, is that at the end of this task, I can design a landing page for my personal brand. Do you see how all of these are connected now? So if I design a landing page for my personal brand, it is proof to anybody and to myself that I have completed the course on landing page design. The beauty with that is also proof that I have achieved my key results. And then the objective is achieved. But now for me to be able to complete a landing page course, page design course, I need to break down this whole thing, this task, into chunks that are achievable. Because I cannot complete a course in 1 day, right? So I can say that the available chunk that I can do per day would be to say that I will do 1 module. So let's make this, because you have to put numbers to be sure. Complete a 4 module landing page course, landing page design course. All right. So I can say I'll complete one module per week. Complete 1 module per week. Right? That is what I'll have to do every week. Now, if I complete 1 module per week, in 4 weeks, I would have completed this course. Right? Then I can also say practice. I mean, available chunks can be more than one thing. I can say practice if I complete my course in 4 weeks, what else do I want to do? Okay. So let's not even go far. Let's say that I will study and practice 1 module bi-weekly. Don't let me do it per week. Study and practice 1 module bi-weekly. So I'm not going to, I'm a busy person, I have work to do. So instead of trying to complete a 4 module course in 1 month, let me complete it in 2 months. But I'm going to study and practice 1 module per week. So per 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, everything that has been taught in one module, I'm going to study it and practice it. That is achievable chunks. Now, realistic literally says, what do I need to get this task done? So this is where you list out the resources that you will need. One, to be able to study and practice one module bi-weekly, I need to wake up, because I'm a busy person and the morning is the best part of my day. Wake up, okay, study. How can I write this in a way? Okay, so I'll say rise early to study and practice. Rise early to study and practice daily. So what have I done? The task I need to achieve this key result is to complete a 4-module landing. Ideally, I can bet that it's never 4-module. Let's make it 8, so that we can complete the landing page design course. Just 2 months. Design. What is that? If I study and practice one module weekly, it means that study and practice one module per week for 8 weeks. If I do this, I will achieve this goal or complete this task. Now, how do I do this as a busy person? I can say that I would rise early to study and practice daily per week. Don't worry, by the time you watch this video again, you understand it. Now, timeliness means, what is the timeline I want to put to this rising early to study and practice per week? I can say that study time will be, maybe don't let me even stress us and say rise early. Let's just put study and practice daily per week. Study time will be maybe 5 to 6 a.m. and practice time will be 9 to 10 p.m. Now, the beauty with setting this, we have completed this objective. Let me see if there are questions. Are there questions? Are there questions? Are there questions? How does design landing page guarantee that will make 1 million in my campaign? Good. Question 1. Now, to answer your question, there are several ways to make ₦1 million. I'm just using learning a design landing page, learning how to design landing page as one of the things, as my own way. Now, we both know that you cannot make ₦1 million if, let's say you are not employed, you cannot make ₦1 million if you don't have a skill. What do you want to do? Do you want to kill somebody? No, you need to have a skill. I'm saying, for the case of this example, this person wants to learn the skill in the first quarter of the year. Then the second quarter of the year, he will now learn possibly how to sell his skills. He will set the objective again, set the key results, and set the SMART outcomes. And then in the third quarter of the year, he can set a financial goal. Now that I have learned the skill in quarter 1, I have learned how to sell in quarter 2. Quarter 3, I want to sell to 500 people at maybe 50,000 naira per design page. And then you set your financial goal by then. And then quarter 4, you set another version of it. And then you've achieved your 1 million naira goal. Does that make sense, MM?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Right? Another person can say, Oga, all these things you are saying is stress for me. I'm not going to go through this long method. Let me use my Igbo man sense to set another goal. In fact, me, I don't want to wait till the end of the month to achieve this goal. Let's set a goal for somebody. Let's set an objective and smart outcome for somebody that wants to achieve the goal in 3 months, in the first quarter. The person doesn't want to stress. All right. So let's say that the objective will be to sell. This is another example, to sell a product of 15 to 1,000 people. This guy has no chill. This guy does not want to do, I'm going to break down my goal per quarter. My objective is to sell a product of 15 to 1,000 people. The beauty with selling a product of, did I do this math well? Yes. I mean, you sell a product of 15 to 1,000 people, you have 1.5 million. Where's my phone? Yes. Very correct. But let me double check. 15 to 1,000 people. I mean, sharp guy. So he doesn't want to go through the other methodology I've showed where you are breaking it down by quarter. You can say, how can I sell a product of 1,005 to 1,000 people? Right? This person can say, okay, what is the proof that I have sold? I mean, the key result is that 1,000 people have paid me 1,500 naira. I mean, now that's the only way. That's this objective skill. The key result for this objective is that 1,000 people have paid me 1,500 naira. If only 100 people have paid me, I have not met the objective. The objective is to sell a product of 1,005 to 1,000 people. The key result is that 1,000 people have paid me 1,005. You see, the same goal, but different objectives to meet it. This one, the person wanted to learn a skill per quarter and then do it down to 4 quarters. This guy is like, I don't have that patience. Now, what is the specific task this person has to do to have 1,000 people pay in? This. He has to sell he has to prospect and sell his products. That's it. What's the metrics? What's proof that he has prospected and sold his product? He has to sell his products to 1,000 customers. What's proof? 1,000 customers paid in sell my product. 1,000 customers paid me 1,500 naira. right? So now, what do I need to do per day or per week that can ensure that 1,000 customers can pay me 1,500 naira for my product? Maybe I have to sell let's say we want to do this in quarter 1. I mean, maybe it takes imagine that he has taken all this 1,000 product on loan and he's selling. He has to obviously pay back and by quarter make his money. I don't know. Whatever plan he has. It could be a digital product that is not, that he created himself and he just wants to sell. So the goal would maybe to sell 5 per week. Sell to 5 people per week. We have 52 weeks in the year, right? So if he sells 5 per week and he has 5 times 52, so you have to do the maths. 5 times 52 is 260, so you cannot sell 5 per week. So you have to divide 1,000 people by the 52 weeks. 19. So it means he has to sell approximately 20. He has to sell 20 products per week. Now, what resources will he need to be able to sell 20 products per week? He may decide that to sell 20 products per week, I have to either build a brand and a community. What's the time frame to sell 20 products per week? Build a brand or build a community and sell to its members. Now, timeliness talks about how long would you have to do this. You can decide and say that I'm going to spend the time frame can differ depending on what you want to do. The timeline is that I must sell 20 products every 7 days. I heard a sound. This mostly looks like another question. Aha. I'm glad you brought that up, Uche. Building a community is not a day job. How long will you build a community and sell per week? I don't know. We are setting the goals, right? So, anybody can determine. You see, where the chunk of the work is the resources part. You see this part called realistic. Realistic simply means what do you need to do to get the task done, is where the brain work is. Some people they may say, I don't need to build a community. You can prospect, you can change it to prospect 50 people, prospect 50 customers per week. And then your timeline will be every 7 days. So it changes every 7 days, you renew it. I think this helps with your question now, Uche. So if building a community, of course, building a community will take years. So that's a longer journey. You can say to sell 20 products per week, I have to prospect 50 customers per week. Some salespeople will tell you 50 is too small. Now you have to actually do 100. If you're going to sell to 20, you need to have 100 in your pipeline that are willing to buy. Now, this is, and we're not even in 12 months, actually. So this person is not going through the route of the first guy that wants to learn a skill first in quarter one, and then learn how to sell in quarter two, and then begin to sell in quarter three and quarter four. This one is saying from the very onset, to achieve this, my goal is to sell my product of 1,500 to 1,000 people in 12 months. To be able to achieve this goal of 1,000 people, I have to sell 20 of those products per week. To sell 20 of those products, I have to prospect 100 customers per week. And my countdown renews every 7 days. So if this week I could only sell to 10, it means that the next 7 days it has grown from 20 to 30 to be able for me to meet my target. Do we understand this? Please let me know if you understand this. Okay, Uche gets this. Kizito, do you guys get this?
Yes, clear.
Clear, perfect. All right. That's pretty much what the practical, what I wanted to teach looks like. Do we have any questions? Any questions? Do we have any questions? Okay, so I guess there are no questions. All right, I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to everyone that has shown up. The video of this will be shared, I think, tomorrow. Google should send this to my drive by the end of today or first thing tomorrow morning. And the replay will be made available for us. All right. On that note, I want to say thank you, everyone, for taking our time to be present. Have a beautiful, beautiful festive period. Bye for now. If you have questions, please drop them in the group, and then I would answer them as quick as I can. Bye for now.
Thank you. Thank you, Benga. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Gabriel. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabriel.
Thank you, Gabriel.